we got a ton of stuff we're going to get to. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. But before we get to any of that, it's very important to me to start with just, man, how are you doing? How's Joe?
I'm doing great. I just got here yesterday, and I was home for Thanksgiving. I was in Chicago just after that. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm a little sick, though. I have a little cough, so if I sound a little sick...
I think we like that vibe, though, right?
My sister Kate got me sick.
Yeah, it's kind of like your sister got you. Why did you throw Kate under the bus immediately, by the way?
Kate. Yeah.
Is Kate older, younger?
Younger.
Younger. It's always the younger sibling that gets you sick, isn't it?
Always the younger. Yeah.
Oh, man. Is it just you that got sick? Is you and Kate now?
No, I have 4 sisters. So
are they all sick, too?
All of the siblings.
Oh, my gosh, she's like the outbreak monkey. She got the whole family.
She got everybody sick, yeah.
Was it right after
Except her twin sister. Her twins, Emma.
What is that about?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's some science behind that.
Twins.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah.
There's something there. Was it before the meal? Did you at least get to taste all your food?
I at least got to taste all the food.
Okay.
But then as I was
wasn't a
leaving
complete
the
wash.
house, I was just, a little different.
Cool, man. Well, we're going to do 20 minutes on how Joe feels, by the way, and how he got sick. We're going to trace this back. We're going to figure it out.
I think it all goes back to my childhood, really.
Let's go. Let's do it, man. Let's dial it back. Well, I'm sorry you're a little under the weather. Even more so appreciative of you taking the time to come hang out, man. Thank you so much. You know, let's get right into it. Let's talk about this incredible show and this wonderful season 2. You know, Caleb was here a little bit before the show premiered. He was excited. He was nervous. I remember him saying, "I think it's better than season 1," and then he paused and he's like, "Well, we'll wait and see what you guys think." But he was excited but nervous. How did you feel right before this came out? Were you excited? Were you nervous? What was going through?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's something also that you with Netflix it's not like it's just out forever. Yeah. It's like not something you can take back. So it's on Netflix for the rest of time.
So you kind of hope you nail it.
So if you screw up, I think it's pretty natural to be nervous, and I think everybody was a little bit nervous and hoping that it would be received well, and hoping that because we also didn't really get to see it before it came out, so you never really know. I don't know. It's like the first season. You kind of just like hope it works out, and then
Well, that's kind of it, right? Nobody can ever predict what the aftermath is going to be, especially the way this has blown up and has become such a phenomenon.
Sure.
You guys had no sense of that on set, right? No. You were just working on what you thought was a great show.
No, it was like the first job I had ever gotten, so I was like happy to
just working, period.
Not be waiting tables. I was like, oh, nice, this is great. So,
was there, with all of that anticipation, was there a moment after it came out that you could finally exhale and go, all right, people like it?
Yeah, I actually, so I watched some of it by myself for the second season, and that was a terrible idea. What a horrible idea. Like, I watched it, just, watching yourself, like, kiss and, like, do all this weird, like, alone in my apartment, like this. So embarrassing.
Lights off, light a candle,
I
just sit
like
there.
Close the window, No, but then I watched it with my family. I showed my family before it came out. I had like some like little passcode to show them early. And they actually were like, having a great time watching it. So I was kind of like relaxed by that. And then, when it actually came out, it's just like, kind of beyond me at that point. It's just up for the world.
Well, it's pretty amazing. Once it gets out into the world, right? Season 1, nobody, I think, could have predicted the, like, call for justice for Barb, right? Nobody could have seen that coming.
Dude, no way.
No way. Season 2 comes out, and for a while, the dancing Hopper gif was kind of taken over. We were all into that, but I
was
think
into that. Yeah.
It's pretty safe to say that the world is obsessed with Babysitter Steve at this point.
Yeah, I did.
Right, guys? Like, that's where we've landed. That is objectively the best part of this season. So what has it been like? What has that been like, watching this endless parade of fan art and memes and love?
The art is so cool. The art is unbelievable. Yeah, to have someone watch the show, and I've been like a big fan of stuff. Like I think I've talked about before, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars and Indiana Jones. So as a kid, those were like my favorite things, and I would do art of that sort of stuff. So to have people, or even like dressing up as my character for Halloween is like the coolest thing ever. Yeah, it will never get old, I don't think.
Not to put you on the spot, but do you remember anything specific or any moments where like the kids really like taught you something and you're like, oh man? Because
Oh,
like,
totally.
especially when you learn
I'll
from
give you
somebody
the
younger,
moment.
I think it sticks with you because you don't necessarily expect to learn from somebody 10 years
Oh,
or something like that.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I think I was 11 or 12 maybe when they were born. So it's like, hey guys. But the sets for the underground tunnels were very cramped, and very foggy, and I was in all this trauma makeup, so I had all this cotton up my nose and all this stuff, and then a bandana, and then goggles, and then all this hair stuff, and a bat, and I'm holding a map with gloves on, and can't drink water, and we're just in these tunnels, cramped in the back, and then you'd hear someone say, "Go." You couldn't really hear, and so. But the kids, I mean, they were just like literally up until we would start rolling. They were just like poking, like, "No, you stop doing that sort of stuff. You just gotta, like poking and knocking each other and making jokes." And I don't know, you can kind of get like in your head about the whole thing, being like, I am like filming a TV show. I gotta like focus, But exactly. But then the kids are like, talking about, "Don't touch my butt" and stuff like that. So.
Well, it's a classic pastime.
Don't touch my butt.
We all
It's a
played that when we were
classic game.
kids.
Don't touch
Stop.
my butt.
Don't touch my butt, dude.
Don't touch my butt.
As the older brother babysitter figure, are you ever like, "Hey guys, stop beating the crap out of each other. We gotta do a TV show."
Definitely. Like right before we would take it, we'd be like, guys, come on. Like we're filming Stranger Things right now. Just like, hey, you gotta hold on for a second.
So having some younger sisters, do you ever find yourself channeling that older brother vibe?
Sure, I was a little bit of a boss. I
Yeah.
think I was a little bossy sometimes because I also wanted a little brother when I never had a little brother. So I kind of would sometimes maybe treat my little sisters like guys and say like, we're gonna play. We used to play this game on the trampoline where like me and my other little sister would just tackle the little sisters. It's a terrible game. Yeah.
Builds character, though.
It builds character.
builds
Anyways, they forgive me. But then they get me sick, so there you go. That's
That's the circle of life,
That's
man.
the circle of life.
That's just how that all works.
Yep.